Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. So there are two things that I would want to say. The Lion's Gate is slowly closing, so you get your chance at actually what I start to realize is like being aligned, with the divine, with the divine's vision, divine plan. Is like, right now you have to be on the path of least, I don't know if that's the right way to say it, but least resistance. That's what you're supposed to do. And another thing that I want to say too is you don't have to feel ashamed or embarrassed of the things that the love story between you and your DM. I feel in a sense this is something that we definitely share, a sense of it being very childish, very chaotic, a little bit of ridiculous, something unfathomable to outside people. It was supposed to be like that, is what I'm starting to understand. So you don't have to feel bad about the way you fell for your person, or how the story wrote itself, between you guys. I think this is just a journey, a chance to grow. And as long as you're not stagnant, you're going towards your destination. And I'm gonna leave it at that, and I'm thinking about UK, So let's start. Oh, I'm happy. Yeah. I'm jealous. What the hell? You're the light. And one more card. Soon. So I can feel that, we kept getting the card joy throughout. What I was feeling was this Lion's Gate, and I definitely feel this energy here. I'm jealous. I'd have to see. You are the light. Hey, it is what it is, and soon something is going to happen. I sense, but we will see. I'll clarify these cards. So what I want to channel right now, and I don't know why, I feel like concentrating on his energy is definitely DM's, energetic field. Definitely. Focus. Vesica Pisces. It's a union card, I would say. Definitely. I can feel that coming, Insight. And one last card. Soul writing. Don't know if you can see. Soul writing. I can feel union coming. I don't know what it looks like. I don't know what it feels like. I don't know what it's going to consist of, but I can definitely feel it coming, especially when I see this soon and you are the light. I'm happy, definitely that feeling of having joy, and like I said in the beginning, everything falling in the right place. I don't know about you, but right now I am really feeling the divine. Yeah. Okay. Oh, this is beautiful. I hope that you can see this when it comes to the future. Sorry. You see the growth, you see union in between people, you see these pentacles as to somebody actually manifesting. I'm telling you, it's if some of you don't come in union soon because you have, and I'm skipping steps here, but it is what it is. I'm happy and I want to share that positive energy with you guys. So yeah, you see this growth and these pentacles here. I was saying, if some of you are not so advanced, like, you know, maybe have been stagnant, and you're just like really hopping on the twin flame journey now. While you are doing this, your person is going to do the same thing. It's like if you don't come in union, this here is going to be like somewhat of a reunion or recognition, reconciliation. It may not be like the full spectrum, but let me tell you, if you keep on doing the right thing as a chaser, and I'll tell you something else I see here, you will see that your person is going to grow also as the runner, and then there'll be this meeting points between you two. You grow, he grows, and union is there for you. So some more, but what I'll tell you up front is like in the past, because this here, the Four of Cups to me is the world. This here would be the chaser, and the Emperor is literally like you've switched places, you know, which is where this I'm jealous is coming from. And when I see soul writing, is literally like, you know, this is what it was supposed to be like. I want to start like growing here. So I know that I have to be like a little bit more open to you guys. And I mentioned this already one time, is literally like this was your soul contract, you know, with your person. Like literally you agreed at some point, when we come back to Earth, this is how I feel, I'll tell you like straight up, you know, when we come back to Earth, you hurt me most. You hurt me first, so I won't have anything so I'll be the winner in this whole thing. And that's how I'm feeling. And I'm not talking about like holding a grudge against somebody for the rest of your life. I'm just saying, like, you know, like literally like the first will be the last, and you know, a little bit like that. Like you agreed to this whole thing, I feel. Like, you know, I chase you first and then you chase me for the rest of my life kind of thing, you know, and I have to laugh it off. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. Like you switching places, like, you know, now the masculine energy is somewhat of the chaser's energy, and you will feel like soon, or you have felt that, you know, actually now you've become somewhat of a runner. Like, you know, his energy irks you a little bit, or you not being in agreement with him, or you wanting to run away from the guy, you know. It's a little bit like that. It's because you're switching energies. And when I see I'm happy here, I want to believe it, you know. And one more thing that I want to say, you might feel somewhat of a heavy energy despite your happiness for the moment, like being tired or having like somewhat of pains, or like organ pains, or a little bit like inner, you know, organ pains. That's your DM's pain, like shining or vibrating through you. I'll tell you that much, you know. And I know why when I see this I'm jealous card here too. So okay. And the thing that I can tell you is that this here is really causing him like a lot of inner conflict, you know. And when I see like the Ace of Wands, is something that's literally happening, an action that's literally happening, you know. I'll leave it at that because I know I don't have to explain much more than that. Let me tell you, like the doubts, the pain, the thoughts, the jealousy, little bit, the possessiveness, all of these things, like the immaturity, the sense, you know, or feeling that you're losing control or something like that. I feel like this is what he's going through. He's going through the things, when I see the Six of Pentacles here and the Knight of Wands, the things that you go through when you are a runner. Period. And he knows that there is not pleasant, you know. It's like literally like you're fighting yourself, you know. That's what he's been through, or he's been through. Energies of the past. And I'll leave it at that because it is what it is. All the trials and tribulations of a chaser, that's what is happening to him. Literally, like you've switched places, and I know, and you may be aware of that too. You can feel it, you know, if you like, you're literally like two opposite energies trying to balance, you know, to come to somewhat of an agreement. So if you are like full of joy, you know what he's feeling. The opposite energy is like, as long as you're not in union, you cannot be feeling the same thing. As long as you're not, both of you, like going towards union, it'll be somewhat of a opposite energy. So check the way you've been feeling lately. How are you doing? Yeah, you see that? The Four of Swords in reverse is definitely that idea of having like to heal something or giving something a lot of try. You see the Six of Pentacles twice here. I want to clarify that line though, because I feel like it's trying to say something to me, but definitely giving it a thought, you know. And I'll tell you the energy one more, but that he's trapped in. Yeah, one more. And the last one. Okay, very clear. It's like I keep trying to tell you, it's like even when you think that you didn't do anything to him, you see all these pentacles here, you hit him where it really hurts. It's like you shook his whole world, and all he's left with is like, you know, if he was not somewhat of a thinker or somebody who refused to grow, being like resistant, here is what I'm feeling. Let me tell you, like everything is falling onto him. And it's like now I keep telling you, the energy is gaining momentum. Like, you know, some force is activating us, twin flames, to be exactly who we are. I'll tell you, we've been activated for the moment, and these pentacles here falling on him definitely, or in his mind, is to get him ready quicker for the whole thing. I'll tell you the things that he dwells with. When I see these cards here, to me, when I see this card lately, is definitely like all the chances that he had to make things right with you and he didn't do it. You see that Tower moment? Something like happening lately in the past in some form of communication where I feel like, you know, definitely a sense of having made the wrong decision. And I know why this card keeps coming too, and you see the sense of victory in reverse, you know. Your person is becoming the chaser, and it's a different type of chase than yours, because yours was like initially so. Him there is like a realization of something, or how he actually messed things up, you know. When I see the Two of Swords in reverse here, like it keeps coming back. It's always there in reverse. It's like I feel like what our DMs have done wrong when it comes to us is to make the wrong choice. It's literally like their test was in the form of a choice, you know, and they kept making the wrong one, which is why the Six of Wands is coming here in reverse. And I know I'm not supposed to be touching this. Some more. Nourish. One more. Healing. You see that? What I feel is like it's the universe nourishing him. When I tell you like the energies are gaining momentum with these like Six of Pentacles and the Towers, is literally like things are starting to happen, you know, for twin flames within this like Lionsgate, I can tell you. Because he has to heal. He has to heal. That's why he's the chaser now. It's because he has to heal. He's getting like downloads and things like that because it's time, like he needs to be accelerated in his like quest for like insight, I would say. He needs to get the memo like quickly, so things are happening quickly, and then he's trapped in his mind quickly. I can tell you that much, you know. One more. Yeah, You see that, like second chakra, archangel Ariel, and the world. I feel like one part, and I'm gonna leave it at that because you can figure that out for yourself. We've talked about this energy enough. It's time to move on to some other things. But let me tell you, like, a little bit of the devil's playground with your person was his sexuality. That's how, you know, that's where he made most of his mistakes, because he didn't have that in control, you know. And let me tell you, that cycle is slowly closing, and when I see the cards that are coming, I believe him. I believe it. When I see all of this, I believe it. Enough of being childish, you know, and I suggest that you do the same thing. Mirror that type of energy, because if he's doing that and you're not doing it, you know, he may actually teach you something here. You need to grow. We all need to grow. That's what this whole thing here is for. So some more, but this is good already. Let me tell you, this here I think pertains to your DMs, but I think that this can actually be something that you can benefit from. Like I'm saying, you know, you have to reflect that energy. If it's negativity coming from him, push it away, you know, so that he starts embracing the positive. But if he's doing something positive, you have to mirror that too. So let me tell you what I'm seeing here, and when I remember all these swords, you know, from the aces of swords from my past reading, if you're following here, is like you know, a sense of clarity. And I feel like now that we have clarity, it is time for the truth. It's like you reboot this thing with the truth, you know. Because I can see here like your DM being a little bit like trapped in his lies and like having to fight an uphill battle, but it's a little more than that. It's literally like freeing himself from that, you know. Otherwise he'll be trapped. And you, what I'm seeing when it comes to you DFs is literally like, you know, you have to show the world the real you. A lot of us have a little bit like isolated because of this journey. I can tell you that much, because you don't feel like people can understand you. It's like a little bit of a lonely place. You can't be there and have union. It's like now that you've learned the things that you were supposed to learn, like just you're not being activated for no reason. Just like spread yourself to the world. Share the knowledge, you know, the gift, the love, the divine love with the world is the best way I can put it. And him here is a little bit like, you know, deliverance from his lies here. Yeah, some more. But that's what I'm seeing. Him too, in a sense, having to reveal his true self instead of hiding, because it's like an obstacle between him and what he wants, you know. Yeah. Let me tell you something. If you are aware of this, like I can tell you straight up, if you are aware of this third party situation, you know, it's really hard. We all know that, but you will see that in the future you'll be victorious here when it comes to that person. Don't see it like a fight with the karmic. She's just like a negative reflection of you. Like the worst version of you is what he is attracted to. So lets you know where your person stands, you know. You're not winning anything over her, but definitely a sense of you being victorious here. And actually him too. It's a little bit like him also realizing what the karmic has brought to him, you know. Because I keep telling you, if he chooses like a karmic over you, it's never going to work, you know. Because that's not like the soul contract between you guys. It's between actually you guys and not him and the karmic. The karmic is just there like to shape your person into what he is supposed to be for you. And you know, like sometimes you see the type of persons that we have in front of us, you know, imagine if the karmic didn't have their little touch into that, it would be hell on earth to you. Because you see that Emperor energy, as he's like starting to be the runner, now he's in the right like energy, but like a divine masculine energy is actually the Emperor, like in reverse, totally irresponsible, totally unreliable, conniving, lying. They're like they're the worst energy you can get on this earth, you know, which is why you exist. Anyways, a definitely sense of like, you know, the karmic, you need to come to this type of agreement here, that the karmic is bringing you something and not like the cause of your pain. And I'm gonna leave it at that. That's how you free yourself from this. And I can tell you why for most people, but you gotta get away from such a thinking. It's like the fact that he chose your person is literally like, you know, like a narcissistic type of like pain, you know, is what he left you with. In a sense, you don't trust yourself anymore. You think that these people have something, you know, above you. You need to know who you are as a woman. You need to trust yourself, you know. It's not because he has made the wrong decision that you're not more worthy. A little bit is what I want to say here. The karmic is a blessing to you. You should see it, you know. And I'm telling you too, these lies, constantly these lies about a karmic, you know. You gotta start seeing that, you know. If you know about the karmic, then you know. But I'm telling you, you guys also have to look deep into your situations, because, you know, sometimes we focus on the wrong thing, you know, like not to get hurt. That's why it's done. You don't want to ask the right questions or see the right signs because you don't want you to get hurt. That's it. Yeah, the truth here. Yeah, people. This is really, like, I'm telling you, energies flowing. Something definitely happening. You see these lies I keep telling you about this karmic, you're going to get the truth. And the reason why I told you before, I don't know in which way I put it, but you know, no victory for him, no 10 of cups for him until he tells you the truth. And that's like the current energy. So I know what's coming next is definitely this union here. It's like the last stage, or the first real stage between you guys. But what I'm seeing here, what I'm sensing lately, is definitely movement between you and your person to bring you closer. Let me show you this, you know, when I see Vesica, Pisces, and soul writing, to the union that you guys agreed upon before you even, it's not about coming down here to earth. This is strong, you know, but literally like at the beginning of times. Someday, you know, I have to like leave the cards and just have like a session with you guys. But I wish that, you know, I'm not complaining. It is what it is. But when I get more like subscribers, we'll do like live sessions where you can actually ask me questions and I can reply to you from the things that, or the experiences and knowledge that I have gathered, you know, in my life. And I'm referring to this like a contract between you and your person. We'll do that, you know, just don't worry. But you see it for yourself. He needs to free himself from the lies that he has told you. That is the next step. Or from the pain that he has caused you. That is the next step. He was running and now he's having to face which is why now he's in the energy of the chaser, but it's a different chase from yours. I keep trying to tell you, he needs to make it up to you. to tell you the truth, otherwise he'll never have you. And you know, I trust the divine, so I know that you're not going to get union, you know, unless you're in this energy here, because that would be the right one. But don't try to make it easier for him. Let him go through the thing. You know, he needs to open the gate to union as much as you do so, you know. Let him tell you his truth. Let that be like a mandatory step between you and him, like some kind of a truth or some kind of an explanation as to why he treated you the way he did, and I'm gonna leave it at that. So my apologies, people, as to I lost, like, I don't know what's happening, but I know what's happening is like negative forces trying to play tricks on me because I'm doing what I'm supposed to, you know. So let me go back. I'll do this. I don't care. I don't care. I don't know if I can. 1 second. So that, people, I am really sorry. I can tell you exactly what's happening. It is like, you don't have to believe me. It is what it is. Dark forces trying to... I hope I can find this portion, then I'll just send it to you, but I don't. And before I go on, I have to like bridge this gap here. Definitely dark forces trying to get me not to spread my message, you know. So let me tell you like the card that I had after that. Authentic truth. Right after everything I had told you, that is the very card that came out, and I was like ecstatic at this point. Like, you know what, you better believe that spirit, you know, is on your side. Definitely visualize. I keep trying to tell you, you're gonna have to see this thing for yourself, and instead of doubting, actually like trust in the divine and create space. Is the same thing I was telling you. You cannot like you have to take time. You have to let him do the soul work, you know, that he is supposed to before you actually come back in each other's life. Is like the best way that I can explain this whole thing to you. You gotta trust in the divine, that the divine is going to give you exactly what you want. But you know, that idea of space and for your person to have to do the right thing in telling you the truth. I swear to you, people, that is the card that came right after all of these things that I told you about the truth, you know. Create space. He's got to tell you the truth. It is a mandatory step. And you see this door to personal healing and happiness from the truth, from that energy that you have for the moment. Therefore, the energy that he'll feel or he'll be displaying soon to you, will see all these things like, you know, just like a little bit being unlocked to you with that 10 of Pentacles that I was like talking about as well. And I hope that it makes sense, you know. These 10 of Pentacles that I see in your reading, where's the next one? I hope that it already had... I don't know. No, it's okay. People, just bear with me. So you see the energy of the 10 of Cups from before. Please don't mind that. You'll see where I'm coming from with that there. So I was actually going towards the future once I saw all that. And I told you about this ascension that I'm seeing here when it comes to your DM. And it's not necessarily yours, though I feel like this is shared energy. Otherwise, I would have seen a queen here instead. And then I had this card, which reminded me, you know, of the 10 of Cups in reverse that your person was having, and that sense of victory also in reverse for him, as long as he does not tell you the truth. There it is, like once again here, and you see it, you know, the same energy in this like door to personal healing and happiness when I see the rainbow, you know, underneath all that. And what I was telling you is like yeah, all you have to do yourself is be divine, and you will see that he'll be forced to grow. And then this very card came out. I'm telling you, it's like negative forces trying to sabotage a little bit what I'm doing here, because that there, it was so in sync. If you had experienced it the way that I did, you'd be amazed, you know. But that's okay, because I could feel the amazement, and I'm going to share it with you regardless of these energies, you know. I may be soft-spoken and everything, but let me tell you, I am a warrior. Lets me know I was going for the candle when it all happened. You see what I'm saying? I have to light it 1 second. So that's definitely forces trying to kill my moment, but that's not a problem. I am ready for this. These are the cards that I had, you know. You see that 10 of Cups, you see you as like the divine feminine in the future. You see the union card like right underneath. I hope you can see that, but it's right here, right underneath that. You get to have all the things that you want. And let me tell you something, you're entering, which is exactly what I was trying to tell you, like a different phase here. It's a phase of recognition, reunion, union, communication. This year I'm seeing like now you guys are working together is a little bit of what I was channeling, you know. One second. There is one card that bothers me, but it is what it is, you know, Door of Spirit. I don't know at which point it came in my reading. I can't remember, but I'm definitely feeling this here. So I hope you got that, you know. It's like definitely the 10 of Cups is yours, DF, sorry. It's all of ours. It belongs to everybody at this point here, because we have earned it, you know. Just keep on focusing on your energy and see yourself like entering in the stage of like reconnection, don't know how to say this, recognition, like a reunion of some kind with your person. This here is going to happen. And then I got the Sun in reverse, the 7 of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles, and a card like was left here, so I added it to that. Lets you know that Spirit was actually testing you, because Spirit is a good spirit, is a kind-hearted spirit, you know. So whatever you go through, if it was not for you to help you get better, you know, you wouldn't go through all these things. It's like, you know, his Spirit's ways are above our comprehension, and I'm gonna leave it at that. But these cards here, I saw it like a training, you know. You definitely training. And when I see, you know, the 8 of Pentacles, which is like the line, I mean, in line to the 7 of Pentacles, let me tell you, you had to do that work. In a sense, you know, you had to grow from this energy, and there was going to be no blessing for you until you reached a certain point that Spirit wanted you to reach, is what I had channeled, you know. And then I saw the 5 of Wands in reverse, the Lovers in reverse, and the Queen of Swords in reverse. So what I was trying to tell you from that, you know, is like you have to be mindful of not rejecting your person once they show back up in your life, you know, is what I was channeling here. Yeah. Because you're going to be like somewhat rejecting them, and I could tell you it was because of this whole like karmic energy. Yeah. You got to be mindful of that energy. That's the message that I got, you know. You have to be careful not to, it's like you cannot spend an existence with your DM just rejecting his love, or like bringing the past back up. And one option that you also cannot go through is like trying to internalize the pain that it's causing you, because you want your person but not actually dealing with that pain. A little bit like that here. So one little break that I can find the rest. So yeah, I hope that all these things make sense to you, and all I can see, let me tell you, are these gates for the moment. This is crazy, you know, but you see that door to spirit, door to personal healing and happiness. This is absolutely beautiful to me, because I feel like, you know, these two, they're linked, you know. We should have known that from the start, you know. So then, yeah, be mindful of that energy. And I told you I was channeling like karmics, and I drew these cards here. And as I did, I could tell you, you know, that much. You have to let go of the karmic energy altogether. Whether you will be aware of it soon or you already aware of it, I feel here like this is a global thing, definitely. Like, you know, we all, what we have in common, I feel, one way or the other, we have to let go of this karmic energy fully. And what I was trying to tell you is that when you do so, watch this thing just like lose the madness. Literally here, the situation, I mean, is like literally the smoke clearing from you forgetting about the karmic, coming to terms with it or whatsoever. Yep. And then I had like the high priestess in reverse. So what I want to say, I want to believe, I'm really paying attention here just to get like the whole thing back to what it was, is literally like, you know, stop doubting this whole thing and start believing. Yeah. A little bit like that, people. Then on top of that, I wanted to know, like, you know, what it is that you have to start believing. What I saw next was the King of Wands. I was like, you know, that your person is there for you. Next card here was the Queen of Wands. That's the point where I became shocked. Like, what's going on here? Because I love to see these two energies together. This is like you are divinely connected. And watch how these dark forces, you know, operating. I don't really talk about my faith, you know, because I think that it is so personal, so private, that I don't want to offend anybody. So you know, to each their own. I was talking about these two as, you know, some people like not even asking themselves no questions, like zero resistance to the power of, let me show you, spirits. Actually, these are people walking with spirits, talking with spirit, loving through spirit. Is like, you know, I'm powerless to spirit. Anything he tells me, anything it inspires me, I am going to do. This here is exactly, I keep telling you, the wands is what the negative forces have a problem with. And I was telling you in the first take that, you know, this here to me never really shows up in my readings. It's been a very long time, and since I started this channel, this couple here has never showed up together. This is union to me. Whether you're together talking or not, you know, it doesn't even matter, because I told you in the first take too, the only thing I'm seeing here is myself. I don't even care about him. Do you see this? Don't you want to be like a godly woman, doing godly things, serving, you know, your true master? Watch him the same thing just for the love of you. If he doesn't love God, God has got him, because he put love of you in him as a backup plan a little bit. And this fool here is going to fall for the whole thing through you. You're going to make a believer out of your DM. And I'm saying this a different way than I first said it, but you know what? Again, these negative forces can do nothing to me. I will send out my message, you know, regardless. And the thing that I had, which is what I'm a little bit confused about, but definitely, like, you know, the Four of Cups and the Four of Wands in reverse were attached to the Ten of Swords. And what I was feeling is like, you know, before you let go of this karmic thing here, you cannot have union. And it's like you see these two together. I was like, what is this about? You're showing me union, and union in some kind of a different form, you know. It is what it is. You got to get to know the truth. before you can reach that. It's literally like there's a condition to your union or a gate to your union. You're going to have to tell each other your authentic truth. Figure out who you guys are, and if you can remember that there was the card that set, you know, these like negative forces in motion. The truth, you're going to get the truth, and you have to get it, otherwise there'll be no union. What I was saying too is that you may think that you can fool spirit, but it's like, no, spirit can feel your vibes, you know, before you even send them out. He knows you. He knows you from the alpha to the omega, so you don't have to worry about spirit. You need to hear the truth from your person before this union can happen in the world, and I'm going to leave it at that. Then, the card that I had was Divine Masculine. I was shocked at this point. I'm telling you, the only thing I regret about this reading is the euphoria that I was feeling. I'm happy here when the card just like, it was like in line, flowing with everything that I was telling you, but that's not a problem because you're still getting the message union here. And for it to manifest in the world, let me tell you, your person is going to have to tell you the truth. Then I saw Divine Masculine yet again. I got scared because I was like, please spirit, I'm shocked enough. I cannot take this anymore. Don't. I'm like, I was even scared to draw the Divine Feminine because it would have scared me as a seer. Mind you, I have so much to learn still, and it's like it's becoming a little bit spooky for myself too, I can tell you that much. Then the next card was Soul Family, and I had to go for one more. Where is it? Right here. Let your light shine, which is mine, which is yours. You know, that's what you have to do for the moment. If you're listening to my reading, you see that door of personal healing and happiness and door to spirit. This is the kind of, you know, work that we are doing here. That's exactly what we are doing here. If you don't know me, then now you know. That's the energy that I will remain in with you guys. So from that, I was trying to tell you, if you are part of my soul family with all these things that I'm seeing and channeling here, start knowing instead of doubting, you know, is what I was trying to tell you. If you're part of my soul family, your Divine Feminine is there, Masculine, is there for you. And I didn't care about the Divine Feminine not coming out, because at the end of the day, you have to know who you are. You see her here? Where is she? My lovely. You see her right here? Know who you are. If you're part of my soul family, union is happening for you too. Your Divine Masculine is yours too. I'll tell you that much. I'm nearly done from the part that I lost, and I just saw then appreciation, heartbroken, and the thinking man. What I want to tell you for the moment, you remember that energy of heartbreak that I kept like channeling is in the part 2 of my latest like general Lionsgate reading. It was amazing actually. Let me tell you where it's coming from is yet again the feeling of him making the wrong decision. I keep trying to tell you that was the test, Divine Masculine test. Is literally like he could manifest anything that he wanted to, and all he had to do to be happy was to make the right choice, and he failed miserably at that, you know, and that's what he's heartbroken about. And let me tell you, he keeps thinking about those things. He's obsessed with that thought, you know. And if I have to be honest with you guys, tell you the authentic truth, talking to you about this soul contract, where is it? I'll get back to all of this soon, but that's the part that I lost. I will record this right now, and then it's here. I'm sorry, the only thing that's missing is my joy, but it is still here. So let's keep on moving with the same positive energy. It's like, you know, the soul writing, I mean, in the soul contract that you have, you know, between you and your person, me, I'd rather be the person to have to forgive him than the person to have to be forgiven anything. And it's beautiful as I'm saying that to you, when I see like, let your light shine. I want to believe that, you know, my mate, my true soulmate, my true twin would actually take on this role here for me. This role here for me. And this card flipped, focus, is literally like spirit like trying to say, you're right about what you said, just go on about this, taking in like this and insight here, taking in like this role for me. Like, you know what, excuse my French, I will be the asshole in the equation. I'll be the one to hurt you first so I can make it up to you in some kind of way for the rest of my life. It's literally like we have agreed for the scenario to be like this. And let me tell you slowly, when I see the High Priestess here and I want to flip her, I'm starting to see all this like knowledge instead of channeling or doubting. I feel very connected to spirit for the moment. I tell you, it's literally like, you know, this here was part of your agreement, is the best way that I can put it. So, you know, I hope that all of this makes sense to you. Well, I remember from this is definitely like, you know, these two showing up in the reading together. You having to put, you know, the focus on you as a divine feminine. Union being somewhat blocked, you know, in the world because you have to hear the truth from your person. I told you, this whole negative forces just set themselves in motion from the moment I was speaking of authentic truth. It's literally like they know what I'm trying to tell you when I see the High Priestess here. Yeah. That's the gate to your union. If you're part of my soul family, you can have your divine masculine. I hope that all of this makes sense to you. That's the best way I could do it, you know, and I hope that you got the message. So I'm happy. I don't cuss, you know, but, you know, it starts with an F in English, all these negative forces. I'm here to do what I'm supposed to and be in the energy that's mine, you know, for the moment. And you see, the moment I'm saying that to you, these are the cards that showed up, the 6 of Wands and the 10 of Pentacles. I'm doing exactly what I was supposed to. I'm happy should be the energy of the moment, and for you too. I'll tell you that much, you know. Yeah. I'm jealous. I want to clarify. You are the light. I can feel it, and I wish for you, you know,